what the breath really is. You heard some of the story. Virgo finna tell you the rest of the story. Let's go. How y'all doing today? Beautiful day, beautiful day. We got some powerful stuff going on today, baby. We're gonna put you in a atmosphere of peace, love, and happiness today because we need to know what our capabilities are, and we need to know how to use them in a powerful way. Yes, we do. And what I have for y'all today, this was heaven sent, spiritually, divine. We've been going through life struggling, not knowing ourselves, not knowing our universe, not knowing the power that is around us and in us is for us. It's not against us. But we have been led to believe that it's an evil on this planet, but it ain't. It's ignorance on this planet. That's what that is. And so today we're gonna walk in the twilight zone a little bit and break some of these beliefs that has been keeping us in bondage. And one of them is this: that this is the only body we have. Well, the breath gonna show you difference. Let's jump right into it. I'm coming from the biblical text in Genesis 2 and 7. I want y'all to see this for yourself because oftentimes we overlook and misread a lot of things. What's going on, my brother? You ready today? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Got some good stuff going on here today. Listen, the first scripture. Now, we got to realize that this biblical text is for the internal. And we've been taught just the out external. So listen to what it says. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Listen, I'm gonna read it again. And God and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Now I want you to understand, and I want you to use your critical mind with what this scripture is saying, because we ain't seen now man been formed. We ain't seen that. Okay. But we know we need breath. We need air. It takes a baby when she come out of the matrix or he come out of the matrix, it's taking 10 seconds to get that first breath. And then it's like a grasp. He's grasping and then a cry come out because he been so isolated and he was only getting air. Really, it's not air through the placenta when he was in the womb. Okay, so this biblical text is telling us that this spirit that is in us is a breath. So the air around us is connected to the divine that is in us. And so we need it for life. We need it for the connection. See, it connects us. And what people don't understand is that's why we've been so polluted down here, because the breath. We don't know how to breathe with our nostrils to get our nervous system intact. That's what meditation and breathing exercises come in at. Let's go. Let's rock. I'm on a mission today. I'm on a mission today. Now, the metaphysics meaning of breath. The inner life flow that pulsates through the whole being. The breath of the manifest man corresponds to the inspiration of the spiritual man. When any man is inspired with high ideals, he breathes into his nostril the breath of life. Now check this out. Breath of the Almighty, the inspiration of spirit, the silent movement of God within our being. Listen to it one more time. The silent movement of God, the Almighty, the Absolute, the Creator, the Conqueror, the All, moving within our being. There's a spirit in man, and this breath of the Almighty give us them understanding. It's intelligence. When you breathe in, you bringing in a divine understanding of your being. The breath of God, which becomes the soul of the man, manifests, includes all emotions and energy that moves in and through the organisms. And it is also designated as feminine. It's a feminine principle coming into us because it's going into a feminine place, the inner side, inside. Psyche is the name of that subtle essence that flows in and out of our great heart center, called in physiology the cardiac plexus. The name Psyche, which figures in Greek mythology, means breath, life. Psyche is represented as one of the three daughters of a king. These three daughters are spirit, soul, and body. Psyche is the soul in its many earthly experience, in its failures and in its success. Now listen, here's the thing. What you got to remember. We got this physical body, but we also got a astro psychic body. We got an astro psychic body. This is how we use our thought and connects to the spiritual realm. See, what they don't want you to understand, the connection that you have is so divine, and they cut you off, telling you that you are just this mere human being. You just a nobody, and only the divine ones can connect. And no, that's not true. Every human being that breathes can connect to the divine. Every human being. There's not one human on this planet that is not connected to the divine. But if you believe you're not, then you're not. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So is he. And these are the things that has kept us in bondage, because we don't understand this kind of information, because it was hidden through the text. Listen. It's just like being bit with a king cobra, okay? And if you don't get that venom out of you quickly, it'll spread through your blood system all the way through your body. So somebody gotta get a venom. But in that venom, a vaccine, and in that vaccine is the same venom that is going to cause you death or cause you life. The venom will cause you death. But with the vaccine and the venom together, you can come back to life. This is why we got to use the Bible, because our peoples around this country, America, only, I guarantee you, everybody probably got one Bible in their house in this country. It's the same book that blind us. Now we got to use the book to bring us back to sight. And this is how you use it on a metaphysical level. This book wasn't designed for everybody to understand it completely, both sides of it, the physical side and the metaphysical side. It was only designed for people of nobility to get this kind of information on the occult level of thought. And you got to understand this. And when you get that in your head, then you'll study the show thyself approval. You'll start going outside of the book, getting information about the book so you can understand the cryptic codes that is coded in. That is all. Let's go to the next one. I got a lot of them for you too. I got a lot. Yes, I do. Metaphysical meaning of breathing. The symbol of inspiration. Jesus breathed on his apostles and said to them, receive ye the Holy Spirit. Now listen, you are so powerful, and the power that comes through you is from your psychic. It's coming from your psychic body. The divine force is 7 layers of you. And the thing is, you stuck in this one layer and you think this is all is it, because the earth realm has given you this kind of knowledge of just this physical form, but it's other parts of you and you can use it. Now, Jesus, as a mastermind, he understood this knowledge. He understood the wisdom, the understanding of spirituality and the universe and how we connect to the divine. Let's go. Let's roll. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So what we got to understand is we more than what they was telling us. In the Bible is talking about us It's talking about how I grade. When you see any of the gospels and you read the gospels, Jesus is telling you I'm the way. He's telling you to act like me, be like me, not worship me. You read the Bible, he didn't say nothing about worshiping him. He was telling you to be like him because you can. Let's go. The word permanence in Greek mythology, meaning the soul, psyche, meaning be through all as man is many earthly experiences in his failures and his successes. This is what he's telling you with the failures and successes. Many people think that it's an evil, and in the scriptures it shows you the duality. But guess what? If you really understand it on a metaphysical level, it's the ignorance. The spirit goes this way and ignorance goes the opposite way. So you go against the grain. Instead of moving with the spirit, you go against the spirit. So then you have hardship, sickness, poverty, loneliness, bitterness, hatred, all of these things. And then you project it outward, and now you got a system of corruption and evil, and then you got a section that is good and righteous. So these things is a trick that they tricked us with to use our power against us. We got psychic abilities to touch the divine, to walk in our right mind. That's why I say, and I tell people this all the time, power, love, and a sound mind. The Bible illustrates that all the way through it. It's telling you that we in the wrong mind. That's why what we call evil exists, is ignorance of self. We got the all power in us. Yeah. So when we look at the breath and how we breathe in through our nose, we breathe in, and if you can get it in your solar plex, down in your solar plex, and breathe in. What you're doing is realigning your nervous system. And when you are realigning your nervous system, which is tapped into your brain send out the signals of whatever, failure or success. It's going to send out one of them. And when you change your mind and be in a God mind or Christ conscious mind and say, I am a success. I'm a divine being. I am a being of greatness. I am the Christ. I am the power, the way, the life. I am. And then what you send into the, okay, they ready. Now what come back to you is divine information, divine intelligence, divine awareness. This is how this works. It's a mirror. We got a mirror, a big, you see the whole atmosphere. It's a mirror. And we are the reflection. And this is how we got to think. And you can change your thinking by affirming spiritual mind and denying carnal mind. Because carnality is what is keeping you hostage. And it's done it for years and decades, and it will continue because people got to change in order for that negativity or ignorance to fade away. People got to change and call on what they really are, the true essence of themselves. Now, the etymology, I like to study with the etymology dictionary. And so when you grab the etymology of psyche, see, here's the thing. Now listen to it closely. The animating spirit, the human spirit or mind, from Latin psyche, from Greek psyche, the soul, mind, spirit, life, one's life, the invisible animating principle of entity, which occupies and directs the physical body. Listen, the physical body is being directed by your psyche, which is your spirit, your mind, your soul is directing it. Understanding the mind as the seat of thought, faculty of reason, also ghost spirit of the dead person, probably akin to psychenes, to blow the breath, also to cool, to make dry. Listen to what I'm saying and listen closely. This body that you claiming to be is under a lot of limitations. Your spiritual psyche, your spiritual mind, your spiritual soul can't do what it need to do unless you understand and acknowledge your higher self, which is your psyche. That's your next level. And with that being done, now you have gave control of this body to your higher self that knows all, that is in all, that has power over all. What you just did is took back your dominion. The breath is the connection to your psyche. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. I got a clip for y'all. This real, man. We just got to understand that we've been played. We've been played. Check this lady out.
Everyone is psychic, including you. The word psychic means of the soul. So psychic abilities are just your soul's natural way of sensing energy. Now, if you've forgotten how to use your psychic senses, that's completely normal because most of us were conditioned out of paying attention to them at a really young age. But it's never too late to develop your psychic abilities and start to use them to create a better life for yourself. A life that is more in alignment with who you truly are. How do you do that? Well, step one, start meditating every single day. No excuses. Meditation is by far the best way to start to develop your psychic ability. Now, have you ever had a psychic experience? If so, I really want to hear about it. Please leave me a comment down below.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. That's why the Hindu, the Buddhists, and all, even the Indians in America, they used to cross their legs, go in the teepee and smoke their peace pipes, and then they go into a meditate because they was connecting to the universal divine mind. And then somebody came along and say, you do it like this and get on your knees. No, you sit back and have your spine erected because you getting a signal from the divine around you, outside of you. This power is for you and it's instructions to the body so it will do certain things and have capabilities. It will make you well, make you healthy, make you wealthy. These things connect you with your higher realm or vitality. And what is vital? If you in your sound mind, that is vital to your well-being. That's why she said you could create a good reality for your own self in order to live a prosperous, successful life. Knowing that you are one with the divine. And a lot of people go so fast in life because they on automatic mode. And they subconscious and conscious mind has been hijacked by programming. And now they are under a program and it's automatically. Well, you can take that back. You can take your dominion back. Sit down, be still. Read books that is going to liberate your mind. Read the Gospels, but read them with a spiritual mindset. That you are one, that you are divine, that you the essence of the entire universe. That you are great, more than a conqueror. You are the Christ. Each and every person that hear this, you are the Christ. Or should I say it correctly? You are a Christ. All of us. That's what the message of Jesus Christ was trying to get to us. It's within us. The power is within us. And we got to learn to sit still to connect. It's other ways than meditation probably, but that is the best way to sit down and meditate and let it do what it do. It might not seem like it's doing anything, but guess what? It's doing something. Because you've been ignorant for a long time. Now you got to get unignorant and grow away from it. That's how I had to do. You're going to grow away from ignorance into enlightenment. You're not just finna boop, jump over there. It don't happen that way. Because let me go here. Let me just say it like this. Okay, I don't want to read this whole thing, but I need to. Yeah. Well, let's read the whole thing because I need you to understand. Let's read the whole thing. Let's go. Because, see, listen, you are spiritual. This body is spiritual. It's just at a low rate of vibration. And that's why the psyche body is what keeping this body in attack. And without it, this body be everywhere. It'll be everywhere. It got a mind of its own. But with the mind of God over us, around us, what we call aura field, that is keeping this body intact and keeping our mind intact, peace, love, and happiness within this body so we can function as this human form. But let's go. Let me see. Which one is that? Which one is that? I got this one. Let me see. Oh, okay. Let's go. All right. Let's go to heart. Because this is one of the things that we don't realize, that when we using our heart faculty, that is one of the most powerful faculties that we have. And in it, we use a physical heart, but guess what? It's also the subconscious mind. Oh my God. It's also the subconscious mind. Let's go. Heart. The metaphysical meaning of heart. The heart is love, the affection, consciousness in man. It is the faculty through which man receives love from being, the whole universe. When it say being, God is the being of everything, all things. The heart, however, is but the visible expression of an invisible center of consciousness. It is the center from which the divine substance is poured forth. Everyone uses his heart center when he sends forth a loving thought. As used in scriptures, the word heart represents the subconscious mind. Out of the abundance of the heart is mouth speaks. Heart, good and evil. The heart of the unregenerated man is both good and evil, but the evil is without foundation in being and has no sustaining power outside man's belief in its reality. Now let me say that again. It don't have no power outside of your belief. You give it power when you believe in it. It don't have no power in being, which is God, in the universe, everything. When you put your attention on it, your energy goes there and you make it a reality. When the heart is purged of all thoughts adverse to good, everything in this universe is good. Everything you do is good. Everything you see is good. Man consciously contacts the underlying God substance. When you get all of this belief out of you that it's an evil on this planet, it's an evil within you, it's an evil person's, it's an evil, then you'll be able to connect with the divine substance. Well, what it's telling you? It's telling you that you've been tricked to believe that it's some evil devil or demons or these kind of things around you that create fear within your context, within your consciousness. And what it's telling you, that is nothing like that. It has no foundation principle in being, which is the all, the absolute. It's only a belief that you hold in your consciousness. And when you erase or get it purged up out of you that it is an evil entity here, then guess what you're going to do? You're going to tap straight into godliness, to divine. There's some peace in there, and there's some power. And that's what we need to create for ourselves. And we can do it. Meditation. Meditation. You can get out of it. Let's go to this next one. Let's go. Yeah, this brother right here is like telling the truth about all this psychic stuff. But that is what birth is. It's a way to connect. You can't connect.
All of us have psychic abilities. All of us have spiritual gifts. The deeper you go, the more that you understand this, right? In order to have psychic abilities, in order to have these spiritual gifts, I want you to just consider the fact that that means that you have gone into like the depths of who you are and remove the parts of you that are holding you back from being able to tap in. So at the deepest level, that's what that means. The further we get away from that, what would that look like? What kind of language would we use if we are far away from that power, when we're seeing and feeling things? I don't know. I think. You get that? Maybe. I'm not sure. You see that? And then the further we are from that power, the more that we look for power and energy from other people. All of us.
See, you heard what he said. It reminds me of the prodigal son in the Bible. The prodigal son had got all the money he could get from his daddy and dipped. He just left. I'm gone. He went and bought him women. He went and bought him nice clothes and partying every day and just having fun and everything. Then one day he found himself in the pig pen. Guess what he said? A thought came to his head. A thought came to his head and said, listen, at my father's house, I got plenty of food to eat, plenty of things to drink. I can live good and I can take a shower and bathe and feel like somebody and be somebody. Guess what he did? He was so far away from his father. Then when that thought hit him, that guess what? I need to go back home. Guess what? As he got closer and closer and closer, he started feeling good about himself. And when he reached home, his father gave him a ring and then put a coat on him. Those are symbolic meanings. And throwed him a party, killed the fattest calf. So what I'm saying is, when you are far away from who you are uncertain. And a certain uncertain mind cannot get into this divine kingdom of this universe. When you far away from who you are, what this universe is, how it operates, and how you fit into it, then you are going to go through it. And if you go through it, guess what? If you go through it while your mind is changing, guess what's going to happen? You're still going to be protected, and you're going to be laughing and smiling. Why? Because you know the truth. The truth that you know will make you free. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You are power. They hid this power. And if you think that you can't do it, let the weak say, I am strong. Anything that you say about yourself, it's got to manifest. Good or bad. That's what it said. Your failures or success. If you say you messed up, it's going to be messed up. That's how this goes. Listen, it's people have tapped into their higher self. And it ain't just Jesus and Buddha and Krishna and Haru. It ain't just Moses and all them peoples. It's other peoples. That is divine in our day and time have tapped into their higher self. You need to go look at some of them clips from Bruce Lee when he was doing interviews. That man was awesome. One of my heroes back in the day. I just seen him on movies, and then here recently I seen him on these clips. Man, he was doing some stuff that I know that all humans can tap into their higher self and do. But it's going to take time because some of us been so buried down in ignorance for a long time. And we scared. Fear will stop you from getting out of those traditions that is keeping you hostage. It will stop you. So what we got to do is pull forward and press on. The breath of life, the breath of God is breath, is breathing. You breathing in and out of it. This is power coming into you. Y'all need to hear what I'm saying. This keep your fire burning within you. Use it. Meditate. Let's go to this guy right here. Now, this finna blow your mind because it blew my mind when I first seen it. Boy, this is awesome. This is why I say we have the power in us. And see, in the Renaissance, I was looking at something in the Renaissance. They was to unliven people because they had this kind of power. Well, it's a gift from God to use it in a divine way. Well, they twist it around and want to use it in the wrong way. When you meditate and practice breathing exercises, you tap into the divine. I'm telling you. Let's go to it. Let's see what it is. This thing awesome right here. I got to give him a big thumbs up on this one.
And I stroke it very gently, and I look at it, and I say, bend, melt, bend, melt. And look, the metal is becoming almost like plastic. Plasticine, no heat is produced. I say, bend, melt, bend, and look. And then I went like that, and the spoon broke. So when I manipulate a spoon, when I stroke it gently, when I command it to bend or break or melt or grow or move, I produce an energy wave. I don't believe it comes out from my finger. I believe it comes out from my mind. And it penetrates the molecular structure of the metal. Maybe I'm deriving or I'm extracting some kind of a power, some kind of a universal energy from outside me. Maybe it has nothing to do with my mind. Maybe there is some kind of an intelligence above me, a super force, a thinking entity that does this thing through me. I hold a spoon and I stroke it very gently and I look at it.
Yes, sir.
And I say, bend.
Yes, sir. I want you to hear it, bro, because guess what? We can do, be, and have. This is a magical place. And I always try to tell people that, man. It's things has happened in my life that I shouldn't even be here. Real talk. But it was something happened. I don't had trucks turn over. I don't had everything, bro. Shot at. I don't. Well, I'm telling you. And it was a force that saved me every time. So I know we in a medium of good. When we can only get our mind wrapped around that concept. Here's what we do. God is good all the time. God is good. And then the next thing we know, oh, that's messed up. Oh, that's evil. They so. Well, you just spoke with a forked tongue. You just spoke with a forked tongue. See, we got to get our mind back wrapped into the way the universe said it is. And when we walk in that, then we'll be powerful. See, people don't want to put in the work that they got to put in. Just sit down. That's all work, and study and meditate and love. And guess what? The answers will come to you. All this stuff came to me. Why it came to me? Because I asked for it. I wanted to live in the truth. I wanted to be free of this construct of ignorance. And that's what led me to this. Now I'm going through my trials and tribulations are going to that next level. And I'm thankful for it. And these is what we got to go through. You got to realize what's happening. As above, so below. If you moving from a body of ignorance, it's like that ignorance is giving birth to you into enlightenment. Let me say that again. If you moving from a body of ignorance into the world of enlightenment, it is giving you birth to your new self, just like a snake shed its skin. But we got to sit down and tap into our higher self and connect and commune and be grateful. Gratitude is your ladder. Gratitude is your ladder. If you be grateful for everything, laugh it off and be thankful, guess what? You're going to get propelled. And this information is going to come to you. It's just going to be helpful at the time you think it. But you got to slow down, sit down and relax. Turn off the radio sometimes. Turn off the TV and just chill. And let this information come to you because you already connected. Some people, let me say it like this. Some people are already so connected, they probably can do more than bend a spoon. But they ain't sat down long enough to tap in it. And then guess what? The dogma that they've been taught has made them so fearful, they scared to embark on their true nature or their true reality. Because they don't created a fake, fictitious reality that evil exists. It's a belief. It's a belief. Let's go to this one. Love is the only thing is here, man. Love is the only thing is here. I don't care. You got to tap into it. Metaphysics meaning of inspiration. Inspiration. In breathing of spirit, the breath of God infused into man, endowing him with super light and life. He breatheth on them and said unto them, receive the Holy Spirit. Inspiration, original, the writings of Hebrew prophets are good examples of original inspiration, which is divine wisdom. Divine wisdom. Inspiration, spiritual, and inflow of divine ideals, actually of a spiritual character, understanding that comes from God. Boy, listen, when you tap in to certain things, you get inspired by the whole divine. I did a show, and this guy was talking about when he was meditating, how he went so far and so deep into his consciousness that he sat in front of his own self, face to face. Face to face. This reality is unlimited. You have an unlimited potential. The ignorance put a limited potential on you. You only use partial of what you're capable of. If you make only $27 an hour, and that is your going rate, and you do that on Monday, and Tuesday you come to work and say, listen, I want to make $100 an hour, them folks gonna look at you like you crazy, because they know I don't put you at a limit. That's it. You can't get no raise until annual, and you ain't gonna get no $100 raise. Limited. Well, the cost of living don't went up. Well, you got to deal with it. Limit. But with spirituality and understanding yourself, there's no limit to your greatness. There's no limit to your potential. There's no limit to what you can have, do, or be. It's no limit. We just got to have the things in line and use them in a practical way. It's right here. Study, find it, ask questions within yourself when you meditate, and you'll be led to it. You'll be led to it. It's power all around us. We in the most beautiful and loving place that we can ever. Just go outside and just look. Look up in the sky. Look up at around, just stand in the street and look at the trees, and them folks at peace, man. Ain't nothing happen. It's us that is out of our mind thinking that our ego, this body, this carnal mind is what we are. And it keep us in limitation. When we get out of that thinking that, guess what? I'm not this body. I control this body because I'm the psyche of this body. I'm the spirit. I'm the mind. I'm the divine of this body. Guess what? I'm not this body. So I'm not the ego. Who cares if you step on my shoe? It don't matter because I got limited access and unlimited supply of resources. I could get any kind of shoes. It don't matter. You get what I'm saying? This is the mindset we got to reach. And we can do it because we have all the resources. You got computers, you got books, you got teachers, you got everything that you need to get the information to apply it within yourself to erase the ignorant thinking, the carnal mind. That's what the Bible calls it, the carnal mind, away. Even with that, they flooded it with ignorance. They flooded the mind with ignorance through the Bible because they pointed and showed them a certain way they should teach it, read it, and understand it. But if you read it for yourself, you'll get enlightened. It's a spiritual book. Everything is spiritual. Everything is divine in this universe. And we supposed to ones that have sovereign citizenship and supposed to be in dominion. And it seems like we are the dumbest things on the planet because they have put us in this mindset. They gave us the Bible and pointed at Jesus and didn't even tell us nothing what he was saying. Because esoterically, he is saying a whole lot about the universe and what is going on within you. And he telling you, this is what I had to do. Understand the invisible power that is around me, in me. I'm not this body. He say, destroy this body, and in 3 days I will rise. He was telling you, I already developed my my psychic body. Hold on, let me go to that. I forgot about that. Let's go to that. Let's go. I think I got it in etymology. Yo. See, we playing what they want us to play. Okay, I can't bring it up. But what I'm saying is this. We've been led to be limited in this body, but it's an unlimited resource, an unlimited spiritual divine reality. And Abraham knew it, Jesus knew it, Moses knew it, that the whole Bible is talking about the reality above this reality. You in the third dimension. Well, it's a fourth dimension. That is the realm of ideal. That is where your psychic mind is at. That is controlling this body. But when you believe and fight with your psychic power, your psychic energy, say, I'm this body, and psychic body saying, no, you ain't this body. You ain't this body. I'm this body. I got to do what they tell me to do. Well, he just let you go in a reprobated mind. Go on, follow the herd. Go do what they do. Go do what they do. And live a boring, misunderstood life. And that's what happens to us. Because, like I said, the game been like this. They had to tell us. So they gave us books and information. But guess what? All the books are scripted. So it's certain things you got to know. You got to know etymology. You got to know mythology. You got to read between the lines to understand the books. And I pray that y'all do, because it's a beautiful thing just to sit back and just watch the show. See, I watch the show now. I watch it. Sometimes it hurt me so bad to see people in this position, but I watch the show and I see the lies and the deceit that keep man out of his spiritual divine self. Because boy, if we get in our spiritual divine self, don't you know it's more people that is blind than it is people that got sight. And the ones that got sight, they keeping the ones blind. And it's little peoples like me trying to tell you something, but they'll pass all by, but they'll go and watch a booty shake on YouTube and Facebook and all this stuff on, and they don't know about themselves. And you're missing the glory that you should have. You're missing the power that you should have. It took me down through, but guess what? By the grace, I understood that I am the Christ, the power, no matter what you throw at me. A good man falls 7 times and get up 7 times 7. You got to know this. This thing is designed for you to get purged of this ignorance. Ignorance only is a shadow. And what I mean ignorance, it is this right here. These things that's telling you that you're going to live for 120 years and then die and either go to heaven or hell. There's no such thing. You create heaven or hell right here. The breath of life is neutral. It gives you the intelligence, it gives you the power, the understanding, and it connects you to your psychic body. But if you refuse to acknowledge your psychic self, your spiritual divine self, guess what it's going to do? You're going to either succeed or you're going to fail. I read it earlier. That's how this goes. It's a great power in you. I just want you to sit down and think about it. The dolphins can't do what we do. The grizzly bears can't do what we do. Just think about it. Just think about how would it benefit the universe to have just one man as a divine entity if he's not a spiritual being? One man. How is that going to bless the whole world? The people that don't even speak Hebrew. The people that don't understand Coptic text. The people that don't understand the language of the Canaanites or the Israelites. It don't make sense. So the scripture was saying this is everybody on this planet in the spiritual realm. Everybody is part of this body. And you can connect to this body on the spiritual realm, okay? On the psychic level. And when you connect on that psychic spiritual realm, you connect and you can control this physical realm. It's called cause and effect. This physical realm is the effect, and the spiritual realm is the cause. But if you don't know that, you just want to tussle and fight with this physical realm. You can't change effect with effect. You can only change effect with cause. That's how this goes. The universe is an orderly place. If you do it orderly, then guess what you can do? You can tap in to the dimensions that you need to be, and then you can change your whole entire life and use it for a greater good. I'm telling you what I know. We got the power. The song say I got the power, you got it. Okay, let's go to psyche. And this is the breath. Listen, this whole thing is dealing with the breath. This is what the breath brings. Now, now don't go get me wrong. The air is built with the nutrients and the oxygens and the argon and what else make the air? Argon, nutrients, oxygen. It's something else. It'll come to me. But the whole thing is what I'm saying is this thing is so powerful. You got to have a fire inside you because oxygen makes sure that the fire stay lit. You got to have it. So this universe is so orderly. The trees get the carbon dioxide that we breathe out as we breathe in the oxygens and air in to our lungs. It fuels our body vitality. And on top of that, the spirit comes in with it to connect us to our psychic body. That's how powerful this universe is and how organized. So that's why I don't believe that bull about the Big Bang and all. Boy, look here. Once you get into studying and understanding spiritual things, what they telling us about the Big Bang theory, your body is so wonderful and uniquely made. There's no way a bang could create such a beautiful specimen of divine righteousness. Ain't no way. And they want to tell you a Big Bang create. Boy, you crazy. You just look at the cells in your body. You got trillions and trillions of cells, and all of them look just like you. Boy, it's amazing how they tricked us. They tricked us, bro. I'm telling you. It's amazing. But look, check this out. Psyche. Pertaining to the mental power, not common to ordinary man. Mental powers outreaches the scope of the physical man, but not yet quickened to the standard of spirit. Man has a body in the ether that is the counterpart of the physical body. It is through this psychic body that he has sensations, and in the physical, it is possible to think that of a psychic body and cultivated its sensations until it appears as real as the physical. Many persons have done this until they have formed a psychic world consciousness and are often unable to separate it from the physical. To them, the realm of thought form is the finality of creation instead of the mental pictures of that which is able to appear. The first step of a truth study in handling the psychic force of consciousness is the same as that is handling any other. And that is the realize that God is the one and only power. One and only power. There is no other power. Declare with Byron, there is no God but God. To prayer, lo, God is great. Next, make conscious contact with this all-powerful God mind, and realize that every phrase of the mind, every thought is brought into the captivity of the Christ consciousness. I'm going to say Christ consciousness. And that through your I am power and dominion, your I am power and dominion, you are masters over every situation. You are the master. You are the master. of these situations. When you bring yourself at a halt and sit down, meditate, and ask your spiritual guides to guide you to your higher self. So therefore you can take back your dominion, realizing that it ain't but one power. You got to get out of that duality. That is what is messing us up. Let's go back to it though. It say you got a counterpart. This physical body got a spiritual body working with it. And it's got an astral body. It's divine the way the universe structured it is. And these 7 layers that we call our bodies is beautiful. Look like a rainbow. That's why when some people so psychic, they can see people aura. Sometimes they be green, purples, then it be different colors and multiple colors. They can see it. Some people don't tap in, and it's telling us we all got this power. We all capable. We all have gifts that coincide and connect. But we got differences in the way. What they say, we got race differences. We got sexual differences. We got classes differences. We got what else? Just ignorance differences to the intelligent. It's all different. What? Chaotic to keep you separate, because the one that is ignorant that connects to the one that is intelligent. Now, in the proximity, when you get round certain things as a divine energy, you get round certain people, certain places, the ignorance that you one has dissipate. It'll disappear. Why? Because being in close proximity with the same mind people or people elevated more than you will bring you up to their level, because we all created equal. We all are spiritual beings before we these physical beings. If you take every race of person and just shut it down, all you gonna see is spirit above us. They tricked us. They want you to look at that tree of good and evil. And that's what we've been doing. When you look at this physical body and say, oh, he's a black man. Oh, he's a bald-headed man. Oh, he got juicy lips. Oh, he this and he that. You missed it. When you can say, that's a spirit. That's a divine man. That's a spirit right there. I'm the same thing as him. I'm a spirit. He's a spirit. I'm a divine ideal and divine mind. See, now you're on the level. See, they done made all this tree of good and evil and they done planted many trees in this great garden we call Earth. And what I mean is businesses that won't hire certain people, is countries that want to go against countries and all these different divisions. They don't create all this mayhem and chaos to divide. And that's the problem. Because one thing, if you take off this body and see that you're a spirit and you connected to everybody and everybody connected to you, then your opinion will change. Well, you can do it right here. You ain't got to wait to take off the body. You can go and meditate, slow down, and just go. And you'll see the spiritual dimension. It's right here. It's not that far from you. It's a man has a body in the ether, which is everywhere and nowhere. It's all around you. The ether is everywhere. That is a counterpart of the physical. It's a counterpart. And people don't want to see that. And I get it. You know, I get it. I understand that. Because we have been trained from day one, out of ignorance, you know? And I'm saying the majority. I'm going to say 95% of the people. Because there's a lot of people been born with silver spoons. And the reason why they was born with silver spoons, because they understand that they wasn't these physical bodies. And then they knew that, guess what? If I'm not this physical body, let me teach my child this. And once I teach my child this, he'll know how to operate in this arena we call the universe. See, that's the beautiful thing about it. But when you was born in a certain place, you got to dig out of the mud to get this information. And when you get this information, you got to sit down and let this thing happen, and it'll unfold. It's like a yellow brick road. Now I ain't gonna never tell you to go against the biblical principles of love thy neighbor as you will love thyself, because I believe in do no harm. That is one of the most powerful things in the universe, love. But here's what I'm telling you is, when you study the Bible, study it from a scientific point of view, and don't study it as it was history, because it's not history, and don't study it as it actually happened. These are stories to give you a picture to put inside your subconscious mind to elevate your thinking, your spiritual awareness. The Bhagavad Gita, the Vedic text, the Tao, Path of Four Ways, all these books you're supposed to internalize it and then understand your connection to the divine. And once you get in a proper place, you connect. Now you're getting what they call downloads from the divine. They don't trick us, man. Only way you can rule over a man, you gotta bind his mind. And I'm not telling you to hate, because hate is not the answer. Love is the answer. Love enemies just like you love your friends. Why? Because at the end of the day, they can't stop you. They can't stop you. It's too much information. They can't rule over you no more. Because we know that the mind is the only way we connect to the divine. So whatever happened, wherever the place they do, whatever goes on, guess what? You could connect now, because you know that you can connect. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the beautiful thing about the mind. And yeah, they can hijack it and tell you this what you are. You just that body. Yeah, you just this person, and you're supposed to live this way, and you're supposed to do this, and this is how you're supposed to form this, and you walk this way. Yeah, they can do it. But then when you come to your true authentic self, you start changing. Wait, hold up. That don't make sense to me. Critical thinking start coming in. Now you want to use your imagination. Now you want to use your creativity. Now you want to use your divine way of thinking. Now you want to master the lower self, which is the carnal mind. Now you want to be mastermind. Now these things is propelling you to spiritual people. Now your attractiveness is growth. Now you connecting to the right people that you're supposed to connect to. Now these people has expanded. Now they pushing the same information that you push. They can't stop it. They thought they could, but they can only contain it for so long. They're just like water. You can only dam it up for so long until that water gonna find a way to escape through that dam. It's going to find a way. That's why the Bible and all spiritual books represent spirit with water. You can change anything. You can turn water into wine, baby. You got that power. Let's go to the feminine side. Let's see what it say. Because I showed you that psychic power that you have is a feminine energy. Feminine energy. Why? Because it gives birth. It gives birth. It's a physical, a feminine thing. It gives light. It gives birth to you. Let's go to it. We touched on the psyche is known as the feminine, and this is what metaphysics, we think in metaphysics, that the divine feminine in man is the mother phase of being. Oh my God. The mother phase of being. God, through his Holy Spirit, is the Father. Oh my God. See, they ain't gonna tell you that this universe in energy has gender, but not in the sense we think. But yes, if you put masculine energy with feminine energy, it's got to produce something. Let me say that again. If you put masculine energy and feminine energy together, it's going to produce something. That's how this works. The inside of you is feminine. That's where your emotions at and all of that. And the spirit that hovers around you is the masculine. And we this kind of information just ain't prevalent to open our minds. And if people can just realize some of this stuff, yeah, we're gonna go there. Some of this stuff that I teach, and well, I ain't no teacher. I'm a light bearer. I bring light to a conversation. I just show people how to look at certain things. And the certain things that we point out is the biblical text. I could tell you this right here. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And I know a lot of people have, and they so. I'm gonna tell you something. What is scary? Some people are so submerged in the belief of the Bible that it's draining their life force, and they can't even see it. They can't even see that this thing has sucked their life force. You got to pull away from certain things in order to see the blessing or the blissness around it. If you've been studying certain things for all these years and all these decades, and you ain't seen the realm of ideal or all these things, then something ain't working. Now, guess what? Now, every spiritual practice ain't going to work for everybody, because we all got our own DNA. And what that means is we think different on certain things, is on certain spiritual practices going to help certain people get to a certain level. But I know one that will get all of us, and that's meditation. But this is the point I'm trying to say is, you got to come somewhere in your mind and say, wait, hold up. Either I'm misreading this, or I can't read it, or this don't make sense. Well, it ain't going to make sense, because it's 66 books of principles that is only showing you the front side, and you need to see both sides of it. You need to hold your face to see both sides. And if you see both sides, then you'll bust the book wide open. Then you'll understand everything you read, because the simple fact is, it's talking strictly about you and your connection to the divine. Then you'll see yourself all through the Bible. And when you see yourself all through it, then you don't master that. You got dominion over that. Now, instead of believing, now you know. But if you only see one side, you gonna stay a believer and you're gonna be stuck in the mud. That boy, the prodigal son, said, listen, I seen this poverty side, but guess what? I seen that wealth side, and my father got it. And I seen both sides of it. I don't seen the poverty side, and I don't seen the wealth side. I don't seen both of them. Which one will I choose? He chose to go back to his father, where the wealth was at. See? But if you only know one side, you're stuck. You're in the mud. And that's what spiritual people, enlightened people, they hate to see it, but this is part of the game. Yeah, it's part of the game. And with that, I'm going to show y'all this last one. And I'm going to show you what Hermes, this guy was out of Egypt. This is what he knew about the universe. See, we play with this stuff, but we don't realize how powerful Hermeticism attributes to Hermes Trismegistus, views the universe as a living divine creation, the all that is the fundamental, mental, and divine in nature. It proposes the God is both creator and the cosmos. Creator and the cosmos. God is in you, round you, through you itself, while also operating under the principles of correspondence, as above, so below, meaning microcosm of the soul mirror the microcosm of the universe. It's everything. It's all around us right here, right now. Every space that you see is divine. Every thought that you think comes from a mind that is divine. You are divine. You can't be in this great goodness and not be divine. It's not happening. You are divine, but this is what make people not look like they divine when they're not. They don't know that the divine is all around them. The creator is in the creation and rocking with the creation. It's the mind. And once you understand that, then you'll understand how beautiful and wonderful this place is. With that being said, I'm going to say good night. Know thyself, love thyself, and be true to thyself. Peace out.